girl and your friends bad too. Oh, you got the swag, so she drippin' swag goo.
Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. I'm a.aimuan. I'm a makeup artist and a YouTuber currently based in Benin City, Edo State, Nigeria. If you're new to this channel, I hope you like my content enough to subscribe to my channel, and if you're a returning subscriber, what's up girl? So today, first of all, I just want to apologize for the future noise you guys may hear, because the condition at which I'm in, you're bound to hear noise. Anyways, I was arranging my makeup kits today and I decided to film a makeup video as regards to what is in my makeup bag. This video is specifically for upcoming makeup artists, that how you can get good enough, long lasting and beautiful glam with affordable makeup products and all of that. So I decided to film a what's in my bag type of content. So if you're interested in this video, chill, sit back, grab your notes and pen, because you'll be needing it. Let's get into the video. First things first, you guys, I'm gonna start with my skin prep bag. So basically this bag contains all I use on my client's face before applying the foundation, and I have the wipe, the micellar water. I use this too, first thing first. Then the hydrating spray. I use this hydrating spray. As you can see, it's a new one from the Charm Ageless. I think they're trying to get the Mario Bedu School hydrating spray. This is a good brand in the sense that when you spray it, it doesn't exactly dissolve into the skin really quick. It leaves this type of shine, just like the Mario spray usually leaves. Do you get? Then for my moisturizers, I have this moisturizer from Cetaphil. This is usually for my dry skin bodies. I use it for dry skin. I do not use this for oily skin. Sometimes I do use this for oily skin, or I use my simple moisturizer, but unfortunately I don't have the simple moisturizer here with me. I use this and it works for me. So the next thing I also have here is this spray from a.aimuan. It's a setting mist. I like to use it in between makeup layers, let's say I have applied my foundation or my cream product, that's my foundation, contour and concealer. I spray this before I apply setting powder, and even after setting powder I still spray this because it melts the makeup into the skin and all of that. It's actually a good vibe. Then I use this Zaron primer. This Zaron primer I use it for full face. Basically it's not so mattifying, you understand? So I use it for full face, not the T-zones. I use it under the eye too and wouldn't crease. Then to the almighty Pond's primer, I use it for the T-zones. I use it in place of the what's the name of that primer again? Becca primer. I use it in place of the Becca primer, and it really does the job for me. I've not used the Becca primer before, so I can't really compare and contrast, but this does the job for me. I have the So Pro spray. If you're on social media and you're a makeup enthusiast, if you don't know about this spray, what do you now know? Because the marketing over this spray was loud, but it's almost done now, almost finished, but I'm still managing it. Then I have this Vaseline. This was gifted to me by my boss. Thank you, boss. Lip therapy. It's like a lip balm, for chapped lips.
Come on now, dog. Come on, man.
I have the serum from a.aimuan. It's a moisture serum and a hydrant. I use it for dry skin and oily skin. Actually, I use it for both skin types. If you can tell, you can see some a.aimuan products, because I'm actually an a.aimuan fan. Their products are true to what they say. Do you understand? However, I haven't used all of their products, like the hydrating primer. I haven't used it, so I can't exactly tell you, oh, you can buy that, it's a good buy or not. I have this Meron skin prep. According to what it says it works well under tough conditions. I tend to use it for my brides. I use it for my brides most of the time. So guys, that's it for my skin prep bag. Let's get into my foundation bag. So what we have here is my foundation bag, and first of all, let us give a round of applause for this pouch. It's so beautiful. I recently got it, as you can tell, and from V Beauty. They have really nice accessories. See, I don't even know how many bottles of foundation that I have, but I'm just going to give you one of each brand that I actually have. So let's start with our made in Nigeria product, Sylvia Mac. So I want to just say something. Sylvia Mac is what's the hype. It's everything it says it is. They're actually true to their words. It's blendable. It has, according to what they say, undetectable. It can only be undetectable when you use the right shade and undertone for a client. You cannot expect to use it on a very light skin person and it won't be detectable. It will be detectable. And it's a matte foundation. And the other matte foundations that I have Super Stay. If you don't have Super Stay, what do you have? I have Super Stay. As you can tell, yeah, I actually do have drugstore products. I don't really have high-end products. And my drugstore products, they be giving the results, baby. They be dropping the results. Yeah, so I usually use this for oily skin, matte foundation for oily skin, but because of how dry it can be and how difficult it can be to blend, I like to mix it with this L'Oreal foundation True Match. It's really lightweight. I would consider this a dewy foundation, not a matte foundation. So I mix this little quantity with this to give a very seamless and or to give a very blendable result. So I've showed you this. Then I have this NYX Born to Glow. To be very honest, I don't use it all the time, but I used it last week Saturday, and the shade I used was in Sienna, I guess. It was simply amazing. The undertone is not really common in terms of this foundation. That's why I don't use it all the time. But when I see a client that has the kind of undertone, I'm like, okay, yeah, I think this NYX is gonna work. So the next foundation I have this ZKL foundation. It was a gift actually. I like the shade. It's very dark. I don't use it all the time obviously because I don't usually have clients as dark as this, but when I do, it comes in handy. It's a matte foundation, but I don't think it's so like mattifying, like so dry. It will take time before it's like dry. Then I have this TM Essential blush. It was gifted to me by my boss. The boss is so amazing. Gifted to me by my boss, and I use this one most of the time, as you can tell. For instance, if I want to like try and contour, I use this, but I use it in little quantity because one thing about TM Essentials, the things are pigmented. You don't want to use too much so you don't ruin like the whole process. Then in terms of concealers, if you follow me on Instagram, the products I use are Nuban. Like Nuban has me on chokehold. I literally have majority of the shades Nuban concealers. I use it for highlights. People really complain that Nuban is too dry, hard to blend, and this is true. If you leave Nuban on your face after like some seconds, it will dry up and it will be hard to blend. So what I usually do is the moment I apply it, I blend immediately. If I need to build a coverage, I apply again. You get, that's the trick, girls. That's the trick. Like bunch of LA Girl concealers. I usually use Beautiful Bronze, Fawn. Those are like my most used shades. If your makeup artist looking to start, you can start with that Beautiful Bronze. It's very good for mid to dark skin. Like it's good for eyebrows. I usually use it to like define my eyebrows most of the time. And for my contour stick, I have my black opal contour stick. I have this in two shades, Carob and I think Beautiful Bronze. I'm yet to buy more shades, but this is the truth. The way this melts into the skin and gives the right amount of definition, bruh, you need it. Then what else again? I think that's okay. I have this V Beauty foundation. It was a gift, but it's really like it does the job, and it's a mattifying foundation. It's a mattifying foundation. I think that is consistency of this is the same as that ZKL I earlier brought. It takes a while before like it dries, you get me? So yeah, that's basically what I have in my foundation bag. I also have this cream blush from Zaron. This was like my first cream blush I bought. I don't even know why I don't use it often because it really did the job for me. Oh, you know one thing about makeup artists here, when they see new products, they just forget their old products. I promise not to do that this year. I'm going to be using this more. Then I also have this L'Oreal Inflammable Foundation. I don't use it all the time because the undertone, I don't see anybody that has like red undertone, you get me? Then speaking of red undertones, I have my Milani foundation. This is like my favorite shade, this 14. I love to use on dark skin because it gives. Milani is a good buy. If you're looking to buy good foundations, you should buy this. I think it retails for like, I don't know, 11,000 naira now, if not more. You know, the price today is not the price tomorrow, so I can't exactly like give an appropriate price. So yes, that's literally all for my foundation bag. I don't know how many bottles of foundation I have, but I remember when I had just 3 foundations, guys. Just 3 foundations. I had a dark, I had a very dark, and I had like a light one because I want to mix, and that was so wrong. But thank God for knowledge. Thank God for knowledge and thank God for experience. So you guys, that's all for my foundation bag. So let's move over to my powder bag. For my powder pouch, I just have this cute pouch. This pouch consists of my setting powder. In fact, my powdered products. You can see powdered blush even though it's empty, but this is what it is. So let's get into like my setting powders. Ooh, you guys want to know my secret, but I don't gatekeep. Like the pretty girls don't gatekeep. So you guys, I have, what brand of setting powders do you think I use? Guess in the comment section. Even though you're still going to see the answer, but guess. Nuban, baby. I'm a Nuban girlie, and that's because when I came into like for my upgrade class, these were the things that were waiting for me to buy, and why not? And it serves for me to have like 1 2 3 4 4 shades. You know that, okay, yes, it's giving me what I want. I have not exactly seen a Nuban powder that doesn't serve like a particular shade, except I don't have the alabaster though, but I think the alabaster is for like those very light skinned bodies, you get me. But the only complaint I have about Nuban is this shady mustard. It has a very yellow undertone, and I don't think I've come across people that have like very yellow undertone, because not every fair person has a yellow undertone. You get what I'm saying? So sometimes I substitute for the caramel. The caramel, like it, you can try to build up with the caramel. Maybe you like set with the caramel. Then maybe if you want to bake or something, I usually don't even use the Nuban yellow undertone, that's the mustard. I use this Beauty by AD. I use this Beauty by AD Lucent setting powder. It says lucent, and when you hear lucent, it's usually for all skin tones, but no, don't do that. This has like a white-ish kind of thing, like whitish pinkish kind of thing. I don't know how to explain it, but whenever I have like a very light skin person that's not yellow undertone, I use the caramel Nuban to set. Then I kind of use one to bake, you know. I feel like it just like melts in and does the job. Then I have this RCMA. I don't use this RCMA often, but I don't even know why it has finished. Because why I don't use it often. Why have it finished?
He shot you.
Anyway, I use this RCMA for like white people basically. Whenever I have like clients that are from like abroad, I use this because I mean their undertone is really white. You get me? So it works for me, and it's very mattifying. Like if you should apply this on your eyebrow, it's going to drain the oil. So that's it for my setting powder collection. Then for my compact powders, you guys have already seen this. I do not have a lot of compact powders in my bag now, but we're getting there. But for my full face, I just got into the V Beauty. You guys did not tell me that this thing was like, the coverage of this thing was amazing. How did I even get to know about it? I used Adeola is my colleague. I used Adeola's full face powder at one time, and I'm like, what? Because when I was using before, let's not talk about it. But this is what it says it is, and I'm glad that I am part of the V Beauty community. So you guys, it's a good buy, okay, for full face. And I love the contour shades. They are very like warm. They are not harsh. Easy blendable. You get me? Like basically it for my powder bag. There's not much to see here. Then I showed you guys like powder blushes. These blushes are empty, but because of how pigmented TM Essential is, this empty containers will serve me. It will serve me. So yeah, that's why I still have them. Then I also have this cheek glaze TM Essential, but it's kind of, I don't always use it because it has all this, like, I don't know what to call it. It's not supposed to be like this. Do you understand? So I don't use it all the time. Only if I use it, I have to like melt it so I to do the job without leaving any patch. So that's basically it for my compact powders and my setting powders, guys. So let's move over to my eyeshadow bag. I use, like, I have a favorite. I don't know, there's some makeup artists say they tend to use everything their kids, but me, I'm not gonna lie. Like, these are my favorites, and I'm gonna show you guys, like, now. In every makeup I do, there's a particular palette, just 2 palettes that I must use, and this is the Morph X Coca-Cola eyeshadow palette, which was gifted to me by Golibe. Oh my god, Golibe! I don't know if you follow me on Instagram, you know that Golibe is one of the creators I like to like repost, and if you see my comments, I like to say good things about her because she's one of my best creators. So she was giving a giveaway one time, doing a giveaway, and makeup products. I won't partake. Are you joking? And yeah, I won this and a couple of other things, but it's from this pouch you can tell my most used shades. My second eyeshadow palette that I must use for every makeup I do would be the Jaclyn Hill palette. Oh my god, this is like so amazing. Look at this set of colors and guess my most used shade. But I love it. I love it. Let me just say, this is like my most used shade. I like to use it for the transition. It looks brown, orangey kind of, but when you apply it, oh my god, if you know, you know. That's what I have to say. If you know, you know. However, this was like my first eyeshadow set palette I ever got, and this, it serves me when I want to do like colorful looks, you know. I like it because it's really pigmented as well. Then I also have this eyeshadow palette that is full of glitters. Yeah, this is it. It's nice. I don't use it all the time because if you know my type of makeup, you know that yes, I use shimmers, but it's not glitters. I use pigment, and we'll get to that. Okay. This is not so clean, but it is what it is. This is my blush palette. Okay, this blush palette is fine. I'm not going to lie, but the reason why I would not recommend it is because it wears out on time. It wears out on time. That's the truth. That's why most of the time we always opt to buy good products, even though they're kind of like pricey. It wears out on time. I didn't actually buy this as a gift, but I use it. I use it most of the time for models because I mean it's not like they are going out. When I have like shoots, just do it. Done. You guys already know I spoke about this on my vlog. If you haven't seen it, go on, watch it. Spoke about these two, and if you watch my vlog, you know which I use and why I like to use it. Go and watch it, you guys. Let's go into the next one, which will be my lip stroke eye pencil palette. So sorry, pouch. I have my eye pencils I use classic. I use the New Davis pencil, and I use Beauty Line by Didi. I usually use Beauty Line by Didi when my clients insist that they want like very natural looking eyebrows. I try my best. I use this. It gives like a good result. Then in terms of lip stains, I use this Nuban. This is like my favorite shade. This one I won't say is my favorite because I don't know how to use it yet. It's not the type of red that I expected. It's more like purple, almost bloodish kind of red. This was not the shade I initially needed, but I guess it will come in handy one of these days. But this nude is my fave. Then I also use this Eye Magic palette. This is like my favorite palette of all time. This is the only palette I have, only palette I've used. Of course, it has to be my favorite, right? Then for mascaras, you can already see Zaron. I like the applicator of this Zaron. This is it. I love the applicator, and it does the job. It's so small, yeah, because I mean I'm a grassroots mom. I'm still building up my collection. So this bag here, this pouch consists of my pigments, my brow gel, my eyeliner, and let's get into it because there are some germs here. So for my pigments glue, I use Sylvia Mac. I can't remember the other brand that most people use, high-end artists use, but Sylvia Mac and Sylvia Mac amazing. My lash glue, I like to use classic. Some people complain that it doesn't really do the job, it doesn't hold, but I don't think I've bought the fake, or I'm still buying the good ones that they produce. Then for pigments, I'm a Luster babe. I'm sure that for every post, I'm sure that Luster will be tired of me now, because for every post I must tag them. Luster pigments, Candy Beauty Line pigments. Yeah, I want to show you guys some of my favorite pigments. So these are gems. This is what I give. This is class worthy, but you guys are my guys, so These are my favorite luster whatever. This one in Ava, this one in Ava, it's like it has this like shimmery, like this silvery shine, but I use it for dark skin most of the time, because if you use that sand luster in sand for dark skin, it's usually like too white. But another guide for using pigments is most of the time you have to like try to see what the client is wearing. You don't want to just use it just because, you get me. But this is it. Then for Candy Beauty line, I have Plum. I have quite a number of pigments from Candy Beauty line, I'm not gonna lie. I have Avril. Let me give you guys a tip. If you're ever confused on what type of pigments to buy, why I like Candy Beauty line, yeah, there's a highlight on their page that it's applied on their skin, so you can see the tone is going to give. Sometimes you may see purple, but when you do it, it's blue. That's it. Majority of what is pigments are like two-toned, you get me. Always check your favorite makeup artist stories. They drop the gems on the stories, you guys, and I do drop mine, so follow me for more. For brow gel, I use Higa and Esther, and I'm gonna tell you why I use Higa and Esther instead of brow pencil. However, I start drawing with brow pencil because I need to like get the correct mapping, but I try to overline it with this. That's like after I have done the entire makeup. See, and one thing about Higa and Esther, let me just tell you now, whatever you do with Higa and Esther, best believe your eyebrows is not gonna shift. Oil does not wear it out. Sweat does not wear it out. If everything wants to wear out in your face, if at all, Higa and Esther will not wear out. And I also use it as a lip liner. And for my gel liner, I have two actually. I have from Zaron and I have this one from Carite. This one me doing my mouth like bimbo. It is the truth. I feel because it's cheap, people don't use it, but it's the truth. I would recommend it all day, every day. This and Zaron too, just that Zaron dries up real quick, and that's why I don't like it. Though this one is more expensive than this, but they give like good results. So that's basically it. You guys, I have an announcement to make. Okay. I have a class coming up, and it's going to be this February by the grace of God. I haven't exactly like put out the flyer yet, or like I haven't talked about it. This is like the first time I'm mentioning it. It's a different type of class. It's not for makeup artists per se. It's personally for people that want to learn makeup for themselves. That is personal makeup, and the name of the class is actually titled Learn with a.aimuan. If you think that I'm passionate about makeup artistry, watch me teach makeup. More details about the class will be uploaded, but this class is what you need if you are looking to learn makeup for yourself, how to be like a pro moi on yourself, girl. You need time. You don't have the opportunity to meet up with more schedules, with makeup artist schedules. Sometimes you want to go for something as simple as a lunch date or a girls outing, and you want to now go and book an artist. And let's be for real, it's not like artists are so affordable. But this class, once you have the video, you can always go back to it for reference, and I promise you, I'm going to be spilling everything. So it's going to be a theory class and also going to be a practical class. You don't want to miss this class for anything. When I put it out, you guys get into it, tell your friends about it, and that's basically it. So if you made it to the end of this video, thank you very much. I sincerely appreciate. Don't forget to like, don't forget to comment which of the things you have used there, and just drop your review, and don't forget to share this to your makeup artist friends. So till next time, take care of yourselves, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye.